I have been on Zepbound for 15 months now, and it is not all what I thought it would be. So let's talk about some of the side effects that I've had along the way of my weight loss journey and kind of some PTSD that I feel like I'm struggling with because I've spent 30 years trying to lose weight and get back to a normal weight for my height. Now, Marshmallow is going to sit here the whole time and stare at me because she is hungry. So just ignore the cat. But my name is Amy, and I am on a weight loss journey to lose 180 pounds. I started this journey January 1st, 2025, at 304 pounds on my 5 foot frame. That's incredibly too much weight for my height. And I was getting to the point that I was immobile and really struggling to do things, even just self-care for myself. And I had the hopes and dreams of losing weight for so long. And so I finally managed to get on a weight loss medication, and I currently use Zepbound. I do use the name brand that I buy directly from Lilly Direct. I spend right now $449 per month for the new Quick Pen, and I have spent over $8,000 for my 15 months of medication. That's right. $8,000. I could buy a lot of other things with $8,000, but as I put it to somebody else the other day, that I don't want to discount the usefulness of this medication, and I kind of feel that spending the money that I have, I'm buying back years of my life that being overweight has stolen from me, because I have the disease of obesity, and I really, really struggled with losing weight no matter what I did, how I ate, how much movement I got in, or any other thing that could contribute to weight loss. My body just didn't do it. I've been very blessed along the way that I have been losing weight. But let's just kind of start out with the first topic of side effects. Now, I know a lot of people are very apprehensive to use this medication because they're worried about side effects, and rightly so. Now, a lot of people who are taking the other medication, the semaglutide, that is Wegovy or Ozempic, now that does tend to have more gastrointestinal side effects than tirzepatide or Zepbound or Mounjaro. And they claim that it's because the additional medication of the GIP that's included in that. Well, either way, I have very rarely suffered from any gastrointestinal side effects. Pretty much for me, it's just been the standard constipation that comes along with dieting, as well as on occasion my gallbladder acts up, but it is 100% not connected to taking the medication, because I actually got on this weight loss journey to be able to get my gallbladder out. I have a ton of little tiny gallstones, and it gets inflamed and starts acting up, especially anytime I have higher fat food. So I have been able to manage it a lot by keeping my diet in check, but I need to have it out. But the medication is not causing any issues with it at all. Now, there have been on occasion when I have gone up a dosage that I have struggled with some fatigue. And usually that just took a couple of weeks and it was gone. And honestly, sometimes I do struggle with not being able to eat as much food as I should. So I really do need to be mindful of my protein and make sure that I'm eating a protein forward diet so I'm fueling my body enough to be able to keep it in a weight loss mode. Now, as far as my weight loss, like I said, I started January 1st, 2025 at 304 pounds. Now, as of my last weigh-in that I publicized, I hit the weight of 241 pounds after 72 weeks of dieting and 65 shots of Zepbound. So it has taken me quite a while, and I'm not really losing quite at 1 pound per week. So I need to get my butt in gear and do whatever it is that I can to help myself along with losing weight. Now, kind of the PTSD part that I'm struggling with, and I'm sure a lot of you struggle with this too, right? Because a weight loss journey is really a roller coaster of highs and lows and doubts and wins and victories. So sometimes I just really get in this phase of like, oh my gosh, like if we're going to do this again, am I going to be on this diet forever and I'm not going to lose the weight that I need? Is everything just going to grind to a halt? It's like, oh my gosh, I just went on vacation and I threw my diet plan out the window because I wanted to enjoy myself and not count my calories. And I let the medications do its job and I didn't overeat and I got tons of steps in. A couple of days were 10,000 steps, 11,000 steps. So I got my movement in. And to be fair, I came back from that cruise and on my official weigh-in day, I only gained 1 pound. So that was for shot number 66, week number 73, which just happened on May 23rd, 2026. So I'm officially only at 62 pounds lost. And I know a lot of you are going to crab at me for saying only 62 pounds. But everybody, look, I have another 118 pounds to lose. So 62 pounds is only a third of the way there. So that's why I kind of struggle with this like PTSD with the freaking scale, because like I know I've only been back from vacation 1 week, but I'm just terrified because I've got 3 more trips coming up and I don't want to piddle away a whole month every time I go on vacation because the scale's just not moving. So I'm trying to figure out for me, like how can I get around this? Like I can watch what I eat while I'm away. It sometimes is a little bit more difficult, but to be fair, even if I do that, my body still does not cooperate. So I'm kind of like in this, like having a little bit of trauma and a mental breakdown because I just need to lose this weight. And I have this overwhelming fear that it's just not going to happen. And I know a lot of people stall, but a lot of them have lost almost all the way to their goal weight. So I'm just praying with everything that I can get past this and I can get in a comfortable place again where I was just continuously, over a week or over a month time, just always in the negative. And I haven't had that happen in quite a few months because I kind of got stuck at 245 pounds. And that was since I went on vacation in February. Like the scale was just being a jerk and just not wanting to move at all. Like I did all of the things. You can go back and watch my videos where I tried to eat more. I tried to eat less. I tried to get more steps in. But I kind of wonder if I'm shortchanging myself, if I'm kind of cheating myself or failing myself, because I realize my effort for the movement is not nearly what it needs to be. And I need to have a talk with my cardiologist because, again, PTSD, I'm struggling with getting my heart rate up because when I do that, then usually later in the day or the following day, I really struggle with heart palpitations. Now, this is a condition I've had my entire life, even as a child. I do take medication for it, and that does keep it in check, but it's scary. And it really keeps me from putting in as much movement and as much effort as I really need to do. So I've got my eating dialed in. So no matter what anybody says, I know my eating and it is totally dialed into what I need it to be. I just really wonder if maybe getting a better movement in would really help me get that scale moving. Because let me tell you, when I was on vacation and I did all of those steps, I could actually tell a difference in my body. I could see divots in my skin where fat was burning away. And this was just over a 10-day vacation. So I'm kind of excited to see what I can do for myself. So I just got to get up and get my butt moving. So if you're looking to start a GLP-1 medication, I don't want you to hesitate to do it. As long as you're cleared medically by your healthcare professional, then please don't let someone else's anecdotal evidence of the medication scare you away from it, because it really can be one of the best things you ever do for yourself. Now, I watched someone's video recently and they said, oh, well, I took it for a little bit and because my insurance just didn't cover it. And I know darn well that they could afford to pay the price for it, but they're just like, maybe I'll just lose weight on my own. Well, you know what? If you're 50 something years old and you're still overweight, then losing weight on your own is not going to work because you've probably tried it 100 times before. And why not use a medication that will allow your body to burn the fat and allow your body to burn calories like it should be? It's not a magic pill. It just allows you to stick to an eating plan that gets you in a calorie deficit, that allows you to eat in a calorie range that allows your body to lose weight. So, investigate it, do some research, watch a bunch of videos, but don't hesitate to take the medication. And if you have side effects or any other issues, then just reach out to your healthcare professional. Most people do report that the side effects go away within 6 to 8 weeks of using the medication. So just give it a try and hang in there with it and see what it can do for you. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it useful. If you have any questions for me about my weight loss journey or anything else, just leave it in the comments down below and I'll get back to you. And don't forget, if you want to hear about my cruise vacation, check out my other channel, If You Seek Amy K. It is linked in the description below. And I will give a ton of details about my trip to Rome on the Enchanted Princess. So thanks again for stopping by, and I better go so I can feed this cat before she starves to death. Because, not like I didn't feed her 3 hours ago. So have a fabulous day, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to continue to see videos like this pop up in your recommended feed. Have a fabulous day and the best of luck on your weight loss journey.
1 scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?